Hello everyone, welcome, my name is Adam, welcome back to another P3D video, and today we're going to be continuing the career flight with Estafeta. Down in Mexico, we're in Merida Airport, we're going to wherever that says, Villa Hermosa. Short flight, about an hour and a half. We're in the old 737. Bit freaky with the textures. I don't know if that'll come out in the video, but there seems to be some sort of anti-aliasing disruption. Real time, real weather. It's about midnight. We're going to start loading the cargo. Walk around. We've done. We need to get on. We need to fire this bad boy up. We need to get on out of here. So let's get on the plane, shall we? So. Been doing flights for Estafeta. This is probably my third week, I think. I haven't recorded every single one, but it is 12:10. So, flight plan here is this. We take off, we go down, we land. Pretty basic. Right now we're sat on the cargo ramp here, and we'll be taking off from runway 10, so it's going to be a pushback, nose facing left, and then back track down the runway, although in all honesty I'll probably go down this runway and then circle back in, or just go continue down and turn around. I don't know, haven't decided yet. So this is the flight plan. I'm going to start entering in some figures. We do need to phone for the fueler, so let's get the fueler rung up and see go.
The fueling truck is on its way.
Jimbo, we need some juice.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
With all that in there. Now, I noticed in my last video, sounds were a little bit loud, and I'm very sorry that my voice was barely heard. So I'm going to make sure that's turned down a little bit. I just like everybody to hear the roar of the engines, in all honesty. Right. So MMMD is where we are. The ILS has been started to be done. No, it hasn't actually. We haven't done it. Whoops-a-daisy. So we'll start that off.
Fuel truck is in position.
And
please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck
wait for that to come up. The weather outside is 27 degrees. There's 10 knots of wind blowing 090, so that's why we're taking off where we are. 2, 3 there, and then MMVA. There is nobody on FLIGHTSIM, there's no controllers, but
please use your aircraft fuel system
you
to set the
never
desired
know.
fuel quantity.
So that's the fuel, which is pretty much a third, to be honest. So flight number today is 7610. Let's tune in to the airport, which I believe is 118.3. And then we'll have the advisory frequency set just after takeoff, and then I need to get the other CTAF for MMVA, which is 118.7. There we go, so that's set. Make sure that's off. Random numbers are set. And then we've got weather on my side, map on his side. Okay. That's all done. Activated that in there. Now we are departing, as I say, runway 10 on the mid 4A departure. So that's that done, and I'm gonna quickly do my arrival as well now. So we're landing on the VOR Zulu, runway 8, and there is no arrival for that on the VCA transition, although I probably will remove that actually. So that's that done. Performance figures, our cost index is 28. Our reserves 4.2. And our zero fuel weight is 111.2. Now we're taking 35.3 tons of payload, so, or 35,000 pounds, yeah. So that's about right there. So that's all good. What flight level are we up to today? We're up to 280. So we're not too high. And the wind up at 280 is 31725. There we go. And that's 5 flaps. And speeds for takeoff. Oh, the wind on the runway first. 90. 10 knots. And then the speeds on takeoff, we've got V1 is 158, 162, and 168. And there we go, that is everything. So they've finished fueling. By the looks of it, yep, finish the fueling so we can pressurize hydraulics, get the packs turned on, start one of the fuel pumps because we will be starting the fuel soon. And as soon as this is aligned in 6 minutes time, we will be starting our APU system up. Camera's still playing up. Just waiting for a Windows update to fix it. And then we'll be golden. Alright. I'll bring you back when the ILS is aligned. Okay, so the ILS is aligned. And screen should be coming on in a second. So I've got weather, he's got terrain. Okay. So what did I say we're going up to? 28,000 feet. Let me call for oh, the APU needs to be turned on. Start that off. The heading of the runway that we're taking off from is, let me bring up the flight plan, 105. So they are active. And this is all set. QNH is 2998. So we'll set that up. Done, done, all that's done. All this is done. TCAS tests. I think we're golden. Put the APU on. which we have got. So disconnect that ground power, please.
Test. Pass.
And we can get rid of it all, to be honest, mate. And we'll open the doors and start loading the cargo on now. So request boarding.
Boarding requested. You want to board crew?
No, we're all aboard already. Just get her open. Let's go. And we'll set the brakes as the hydraulics are set. And make sure the trim is set. So the trim is 509. Oops, a daisy. Boom. Lovely jubbly. Alright boys, let's load her up. Let's get her going. This could take about 5-10 minutes. And I'll bring you back when we're done. Well, I won't bring you back. Yeah. Right, they've finished loading the cargo. Doors are just shutting. We're ready to start our engines for pushback. And let's prep the plane ready. So lights are on, packs are off, fuel pumps are running. Let's get a pushback. And we can get this puppy started. Everything's set up and ready. We'll wait for our dude. Here he comes in the dark. Barely see. Okay. So we're basically taking off. We're doing a loop-de-loop around the airport before heading off to our destination. Is what it is. We need a pushback nose facing left. And then we're off and running. Basically. Flight is about an hour and a half. There's nobody else at the airport with us or due into this airport. We're all alone. My landings with Estafeta have ranged from good to heavy. I'm for some reason just not being able to nail the ability to land this puppy very easily. The rest of my schedule for this week is just 2 more flights, the return back here and then off to Cancun. So I won't film all of these. What I've decided to do is each week take 1 flight, which will be a different airport to airport each week. And then that's the representation for the 2 weeks of flights that I'll be doing. So you'll see a bigger increase in my money, which at the moment is 885. Only because I bought another license. What license did I buy, actually? So I've got the A320 family, 737, 757, 767, the ATR, the de Havilland, Cessna, and a load of others. So yeah, we could change jobs and get a job with an Airbus if we wanted to, which I might do in the future. I am enjoying this, but I might try it. Alright, let's start her up. So we got N2s rising, oil pressure starting to rise, fans are spinning. I'm going to give it a drink, and it's going to ignite. There, it's ignited, and that is a successful spin up. So we'll start the clock and wait for the kick over to start the next engine. We are traveling up to, I didn't set this up already, 28,000 feet. So there it is. So that can go on. Engine's alive, and we can start the second one now. This airport is by Tex High or something. I can't remember the name of it. I used to have Taxi the Gate from in FSX days, and I was using that, in all honesty, up until recently, when, I don't know, it just, something happened. It didn't look that good.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine.
So I found that this was available and got this instead, and this is much better. Really do recommend it. I don't know if you see much at night time. Obviously dynamic lighting, no quoi, but I guess this is a sort of out of the way, you know, airport. Right, that's all set up. Yaw dampener is on, lights are on. She is ready to rock and roll, puppy. Set the flaps. Stage 5. Yeah. So where are we taxiing now? Let me get the charts up here. So we are taxiing straight down here, which is the runway, and then joining the runway, and then backtracking down. So let's get our feet in the stirrups. Wait for that dude to clear off. And don't run him over. Shut up. See you, mate. Hasta la vista. There he goes. All right, let's rev our engines. Let's go. Better clear out of the way, mate. We're coming out. Yeah, every now and again, the shaders have a moment where all this like anti-aliasing goes a bit weird. The only way to fix it is to delete your temporary shaders and your DX cache, and that fixes it for the next time you start your sim up. Obviously too late to do that now because we've committed. So right, we are on the runway, so that's the landing lights on and the strobe light on. Probably got a bit fast. So yeah, really nice airport. I really do. During the day, this looks really nice. There's grass, you know, trees surrounding, lots of buildings, and there's actually a city off to the surrounding as well. So we'll probably see that on the way out. It's a really nice airport. Right, so there is a turning point here that we're going to turn here. In fact, what's that there, that building? It's like a construction city or something here. There's like some, I don't know what the hell that is. Anyway, head in the game. We're going to turn around. We don't need the full length here. So we're going to use this runway as our turning point, I think. Because there isn't... actually, no, we will go to the end because I think there's a better turning at the end. Actually, fuck it, we'll just do it here. Live dangerously, mate. That's what I say. Yeah, we can do it here. Not disruptive at all to, you know, take up 2 runways, but not many flights come out here, in all fairness. This is not exactly heavy with aircraft, but in fact, how many aircraft are here? Half a dozen or so, Right, let's rev these puppies up. Toga. Here we go. Rock and roll. We're in the air. Beautiful. Legs up. Flaps 2. Tick them over to flight. Turn them off. And the wheel well lights. We're up to 1. Oop, hit the autopilot on. There we go. We are rocking and rolling. So that's what we got to do. So yeah, here's the city. A lot happening from both sides as well, as far as the eye can see. Beautiful. Right, so we're going to be doing a turn soon. Flaps are up, wheels down. Okay. That turn, I guess, in a bit. It's a very clear night. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, sexy as fuck. Right. So we're doing our turn, climbing above city down there. Airport's behind us, over here. And that's pretty much it, really. I mean, we're going up to 28,000, but that's pretty much it. Start to see the city there. Right, we need to turn off the lights there. And this is all set up now. Oh, we need to turn on the probes window heat. 20 degrees. I doubt we'll need de-icing. It's a clear night. There's no precipitation of any kind, so I think we'll be okay. But that's pretty much it, guys. Like, when we're coming up to top of descent and approach to the runway, I'll bring you back, and yeah, until then, c'est la vie. So I brought you back. We're 40 miles from descending. I just need to input the height that we're going down to, which is 1,500 feet. And the course is 83. It's a VOR approach. We need to adjust actually this, because we're not actually going to be going over the airport VSA. We are going to be going straight to CF08, so we need to cut out the VSA bit there, which will change our top of descent, to be fair, to probably, yeah, like soon. So everything's set up. I've done the barrow, haven't done the weather at that station, and I forgot to change my thing as well. So 118.7, which we'll flick over to. I mean, this don't matter, there's nobody in the area. Barrow where we're going is 2989, so let's pop that in. 2989. So we've got 11 kilometers of visibility, 26 degrees, 5 knots on landing. So it's actually going to be a pretty nice landing, to be honest, in terms of weather. Pretty easy. So we start descending soon. We're over the ocean, I believe, now. So, and then land is ahoy on the distance. So I'll start the descent, and then I'll bring it back when we're just under 10,000, ready to land the puppy. Okay, so we're back in, and we are descending down, just about to hit 10,000 feet, so that's the lights going on. The APU is already running. We're about to come into the turn to line up. 24 degrees, we've got 14 knots of a tailwind. Don't think we can see anything down there in terms of anything. No lights, yeah, nothing. We're probably still over water, to be fair. I have got the terrain radar. In fact, I'm going to put terrain on my side, and he can have weather. Not that it's been picking up anything, so terrain and weather. Hopefully we'll get some terrain marks. We're going a little bit fast here, so we need to slow the hell down. We'll have a decel, which is, I think, just been triggered. We're slowing down nicely. I gave 9,615 and then 1,800. We have to be at CF08, which is our kind of initial descent down into the airport, and then 5 miles out we're at 1,500 for the flight in. Nothing over this side, is there? Absolute pitch black out there. Flying at nighttime can be very, you know, I hope like this airport has a decent runway system. If I can remember correctly, I think actually there might be mountains that we fly over, if I remember correctly. And then it's by a whole city. If it's the same place, I think it is, which will make the landing interesting. So yeah, we shall see. We shall see. So we're almost there. So that's it. We're going down again. Yeah, we could do a little turn and then come in. But we're actually going to fly over the airport, which we should then see shortly. I don't see anything out there. There's like nothing. It's like a sea of black. We got Volanta running anyway, so we can see what's going on. Yeah, we should be over land. Yeah, we're getting some returns now from the ground radar. We're only doing a flaps 15 landing, to be honest. It's not a very flaps intense landing, so we need to slow down a bit more though, so I'll put one stage, get those slats set out, slow us down a bit. I don't want to be coming in too hard. We got a decel as well coming up, so I could have waited for that, I suppose, but say the airport should be visible by now, surely. Should be somewhere over here. Don't know. So, yeah, basically. Yeah, I've got auto brakes on it maximized, so there is no clouds at the airport, is there? There was no... Nope, no clouds reported for the airport. Nil point. So, as far as... Oh, there we go. Got some lights down there now. As far as we know, it's a clear sky for landing. Yeah, there must be some kind of haze. We are just about getting those lights coming in now. And they fade off to the distance. There must be a scattering of clouds somewhere. So, I'm going to go flaps 5 now. Should be seeing the airport here soon. Coming into view any minute now. Just about make out these night lights. I'm not seeing an airport, which isn't a good sign if there's no lighting to help me land. It's a VOR landing, it's not like an ILS landing, so this could be an interesting, you know, land. I think I'm going to stay with Mexico for the summer, but for the winter, later on in the year, I definitely will change companies, I think. I'm not sure where though. I might go to Australia, do some flights around Australia, maybe get a job with Hawaii. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if there's a location around the world you want me to work for, and I'm happy to sort of take that on board and make it so. The airport, man. We're literally flying past where the airport will be. It's literally almost now. It's about over here, so surely we are close enough to see it. Anyway, I want to make sure that I don't actually this doesn't get cocked up, because I have a feeling that, oh no, it'll be alright, it'll be alright. So there's the runway. The runway is now perpendicular with us. The runway, is that white line there? And that's all I can see at the airport? That's not good, is it? Should be able to see more of that, surely. I don't know. I hope the airport's in the sim. Like, it's a default one, probably. Anyway, let's rock and roll, doggy. Everything's set up, everything's lit, everything's ready. We're just getting down to 1,800 feet slowly for some reason. Why are we not descending, mate? Kinda need to be at 1,800 soon. Oh, I suppose because we're not that close yet, are we? It'll descend us when we are. Here we go, we're coming into it. Pearly lights everywhere. Beautiful cities. Doesn't look that much of a busy, you know, a busy bonnet. So this is going to be an interesting one, because we don't actually line up until FF08, which is literally 5 miles out. That's when everything happens. So it is literally, as soon as we line up at FF08, we're heading down to land. So that's going to be fun. So we've got to fly over this city and then go back in. Mexico. Welcome to Mexico. See all the roads down there, lovely. Very nice. I don't see many cars on the road though. Saying that though, it is like 1 o'clock in the morning. So, maybe not in Mexico, but isn't that when all the drug running happens? Like, you know, shouldn't there be like lorries taking, you know, cocoa plants everywhere? I don't know. I don't know how it works. I'm not a drug runner or dealer or user, so okay. I think we'll go stage 10 now. And set up for the approach. And then as soon as we've lined up, we drop the wheels and land the puppy. Okay. Oh, hello. Get up. Okay. So we are lined up. I think we're at the right altitude. going to drop the gear now and put in the final stage of flaps. Even though we're not exactly on the money for it, but... Okay, so now we should be sort of seeing the airport and the runway soon. So our landing speed is 143. I'm going to take over as soon as I have eyeballs on the runway. We are literally VORing our butt into the airport now. And we should have eyeballs on it. It looks like it might be a backtrack. So there it is. There's the Bappies. Okay, Daddy's taking over now. Throttles and, you know. Says we're a bit high. So we're looking for 143 on our old speed. He says we're too high. I don't know, mate. I think we're on the money, to be honest. Again, your pappies are wrong. Maybe we are too high. Let's dive bomb a bit. Oh no, we're good. We're good. I mean, we will need to pull up for you know. Okay, we got this. We got this. Now we're too low. Looks like this could be a default, guys. Alright, here we go. What's the name of this airport? Hey, Carlos International, Daddy's Landing, runway 08. Here we go.
100.
Yep, that'll do.
50. 30. 10.
The hell was that? Dude, I think we had birds then. Full reverse. Beautiful. And we're down. Daddy's done it. I don't know what the landing was until I finish, but we might be able to. Can we turn off here? I don't know. I don't see a yellow. Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, we'll turn off here. There we go. Turn them off. Beautiful. Daddy did it. Unbelievable. Flaps up. Come on, flaps up, mate. Don't be scared. Right, we need to get ourselves a nice little... No parking spots available. Everything's too small. Well, I'm sorry, but we're coming in, mate. We're coming in. So, no follow me vehicle. I'll see where we are. Where are we? Oh, there, we're over there. Okay. Stop the clock. Daddy's done it. Runway lights off. Yaw dampener off. APU is ready to run. All the overhead is sorted. We're slowly going. Turn off our brakes. Turn off the whatever that is, transponder. And that can go off. Okay, let's go park her up. I wonder what kind of rating is. Actually, this is a payware, actually. This don't look like default to be fair. Looks like military, to be honest. Alright, what we got here? So we turn in, and we're over here. Is that an ATR? Looks like an ATR there. Yeah, this looks like an interesting. Where's that yellow line gone? Yellow line's there. It is. Okay, so we are coming in here. Where is she? They must be in the building. We'll turn in now. Turn off the taxi light. Yeah, I think they're in the building. We're not lined up strictly 100%, but it will do, I think. Captured. Beautiful. Brakes. Shocks. Units. APU is on and running. Beautiful. Fuel switch is off. And kill the engines. And then we can call for stairs and open our doors. And get the rest of this off. Because we is done. We'll leave that running. We have ground power. We'll select it, turn off the APU. And that can go off. And then that can go off. But we will need an air conditioning unit. Actually, no, we'll just turn the packs off. It don't matter. It's a hot country. Everything else is good to go. Yes. We can start the deboarding process. No, we don't want a deboard crew, in all honesty, because there's only me on board, mate. It's a solo flight. Right, how did we do? So this is pass on everything. I don't even look at the score for that because it don't matter for me. Volanta is the true, you know, what's what. So what does Volanta say? Hey, 111. That is a very good landing for me. Recently, that's probably one of my best landings. Yeah, this has been a good one. This has been a very good one. So that will pretty much do. Don't forget, let me disconnect from FLIGHTSIM. Not that I really needed it. Nobody here but me. Don't forget, every other month I do a giveaway for €50 of Sim Market vouchers, where you can go spend and get add-ons for FLIGHTSIM for free. All you have to do, subscribe to my channel, comment on my flight videos, and every other month, at the end of the month, I go live with a vlog and name the winner, and it's a party and everybody's loving it, you know. And like, but also check out my other videos. I've started doing film related and music related videos, so if you're into the same films as me or the same music as me, or you want to know more about the sort of making of something, go check it out. I also do have as well format series. I did a Laserdisc format, I'm working on a DVD format, and I'm going to do like VHS, Blu-ray, 4K, all that stuff. And every other Sunday I go live and we read some fun books. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Take care. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.